Sylvia Gossard, SPCE 610, Section 802. Dr. Laura Bassett, September 8th, 2024. A 1-minute timer. Start. A lifelong process of self-reflection, self-critique that does not require mastery of beliefs and behaviors, cultural humility. A procedure for recording the extent to which a target behavior occurs more often at particular times than others. Scatterplot recording. Stimuli are presented to the learner in a series of tests, and the learner's responses to the stimuli are measured at an index of hierarchy of preferences. Stimulus preference assessment. Trial-based stimulus preference assessment. A preference assessment where the assessor places two items in front of the learner and the child selects one of the items. Paired stimulus preference assessment. A systematic method of assessment for obtaining information about purposes, functions, and behavior serves as a person. So, functional behavior assessment. That's my time. Okay. The simultaneous presentation of two stimuli, the observer records which of the two stimuli the learner chooses. Forced choice. Good. A tool that describes behavior along a continuum and can be used to measure the intensity, frequency, or duration of specific behaviors. Rating scale. The individual behaves in order to get out of doing something that they do not want to do. Escape. Includes review of relevant materials, example documents that provide info about the individual's target behavior history, current strengths and needs, diagnoses, medications, and intervention history. This process is an indirect assessment method. Records review. Component of behavior assessment process, quantitative measurement of behavior over time to allow for ongoing evaluation of progress in response to intervention. Monitoring progress. An assessment in which an individual's performance is compared to the performance of other individuals that make up the norm group. Norm referenced tests. Those behaviors that, when taught, result in meaningful subsequent changes in other non-targeted skills as pivotal responses or pivotal behaviors. The individual behaves in order to get focused attention from parents, teachers, siblings, peers, or other people that are around them, attention from others. A collection of common verbal and overt behaviors that are learned and maintained by a set of similar social and environmental contingencies and are occasioned by actions and objects that defines a person's setting or context. Culture. Direct observation of problem behavior and the antecedent and consequence events under naturally occurring conditions. Problem behavior, the antecedent consequence. Direct observation of problem behavior and the antecedent and consequence events under naturally occurring conditions. Narrative observation. Descriptive FBA. That's wrong. Classify and sort data sets to make them more useful. It is custom. Organization. Organize. Component of behavior. Component of behavior assessment process. Functional assessment process continues with the goal of developing the intervention and pinpointing specific behaviors Pinpointing and development of intervention. Yeah. Or design of intervention. A variation of the FA in which multiple contingencies are implemented simultaneously when challenging behavior is demonstrated in the control condition. Those same reinforcers are provided contingently and non-contingently. Implemented simultaneously when challenging behavior. Pass. That one's hard. Denotes demonstration of functional relations between environmental variables and behavior through experimentally arranging antecedents and consequences. Functional analysis. An extension of the paired stimulus process. Learner chooses from an array of 3 or more stimuli. Multiple stimulus. Paired stimulus procedure. Multiple stimulus procedure. Presentation. Designates responses as members of the targeted response class solely in terms of their common effect on the environment. Functionally equivalent. Function-based definition. A type of assessment that evaluates the relationship between environment and behavior, where the observer collects several forms of descriptive data regarding areas where the person lives and works. Relation between the environment and the behavior. Ecological assessment. Yes. Extent to which the behavior is to be changed and the methods to effect behavior change are acceptable to stakeholders. Social significance. An exchange between the behavior analyst and the stakeholder with the goal of obtaining information about ABCs. This is behavioral interviews. Aversive stimulus assessments are conducted to identify stimuli function as punishers. Punisher assessment. Topographical and structural aspects of antecedent phenomenon that impact operant contingencies. Setting events. Refers to a variety of direct empirical methods for presenting one or more stimuli contingent on a target response and measuring their effectiveness as reinforcers. Reinforcer assessment. Reinforcer that is maintaining the target behavior function. A type of direct preference assessment where several choices are presented simultaneously and the individual is able to choose, engage with the selection for a predetermined amount of time. The selection item is then removed and the learner is instructed to select another item. Preference assessment without replacement. Multiple stimulus without replacement. A stimulus that follows a response that decreases the future frequency of that response. Punishment. The replacement behavior produces the same change in the environment as a challenging behavior. Functionally equivalent.